Welcome to the Sage Stage. In this episode,
we talk about communication
and other things.
And mostly communication. We end up coming around to communication, but we end up talking about hearing protection and hearing aids and supplements. Anyways,
and my fat dream.
And dreams.
And dreams. I'm a fat dream.
Yeah. No. Yes.
So, enjoy.
I did it again!
Hey, Jane.
Hey, Chandra.
How's it going?
It's going. It's going.
Welcome to a new episode. We have no idea what we're going to do. So,
well, it's funny. This morning we've already talked about 8 things, and I kept saying, save it for the pod, save it for the pod. And now my menopausal brain's going,
we're so bad. We have such great conversations as we're trying to organize. And then
but we can bring it. We'll bring them in. So one of them was definitely about this morning. It was hilarious because I made 2 cups of coffee. And Chandra doesn't take any cream in hers. She's like, she takes black. And I have like all the stuff in mine because, I'm not hardcore in my coffee. I'm hardcore otherwise, but not in my coffee. And she pulls out white powder. She goes, I look like I have cocaine on me, but it was collagen powder, which is hilarious. But she had it in a baggie like cocaine. Like, not that I know what cocaine. No, people don't do that. They have little cool things for it. But anyways,
was it like little corner of a baggie? Yeah, the 1980s baggie with the elastic.
So, and then she's like, this is my collagen powder. And I'm going to put it in my coffee this morning because I forget to have it. I have to have my coffee. And she's having coffee with me this morning. So she goes, I go, okay, here's your coffee. And I put it down over there. And then I put my cup in front of her because I was getting something on the table. And the next thing I know, all goes in my coffee.
No collagen for Chandra until Jane went, wait, I have some. I'm like, well, why don't you use it? She goes, I hate the flavor.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was yummy. Hers was yummy.
Yeah. So I might just be giving that to you. So
I'll just keep it here so I don't have to remember to.
There you go.
We'll keep it here.
And maybe I'll try it again and won't hate it so much. But anyways,
collagen. You know what? If you add it in your coffee,
you don't taste it as much.
I was going to say it added a little flavor. Yeah, I've tried my collagen powder in just water or something. That's disgusting. And it has no flavor.
Yeah.
But I find that maybe the bitterness of coffee covers it. Maybe. But anyways, collagen is supposed to be good for skin and joints and digestion as we get older and lose our collagen.
And those are the big, like the digestion and the joints. That's huge for us right now. Digestion, joints, and the bonus of getting extra benefits for skin.
But I've always had digestive issues. And then it's worse. Actually, no, mine is now better because I went on that antibiotic. I don't know what the hell was going on in my body.
You can't stay on the antibiotic, but has it been better since the antibiotic?
Yes. And on the whole. Good? Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So something got kicked to the curb. I'm
going to touch some wood because, I don't know what was growing inside me that doctors I kept saying and they never tested for or whatever. Mm-hmm. However, so far so good. Yes, but I do find that, like we were talking about oils, like I need omega oils. I need omega oils, but my body, because I have gallbladder, liver issues, which means repressed anger and repressed. Yeah.
Our frame is really.
I know. I'm looking at that. We're gonna put that in afterwards. I'll just zoom in on the. Okay. I can zoom in.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So we'll edit that out.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. We'll see how long the episode is.
But I don't want to be one of those people like as I age, where all I do is talk about my aches and pains.
That's what I mean.
have people in my life already who
I hate that
are older. That whenever I ask them how they are, I just get a list of complaints. And I
was reading
vowed to myself I wouldn't be one of those people.
Right. And here we are. And I also saw a post or something, but the more you complain,
the worse it is.
The worse it is because you're training your brain to realize it's just like manifesting. If you fixate on I need, you're always going to just
feel in lack.
Need. But if you feel grateful and welcome, more things come in your life. So I'm trying so hard, and it's very hard for me because of fibro. I have pain technically 24/7 if I fixate on it until it gets to the point where it's going to hit me like a ton of bricks because I pretended I didn't have it. So it's very hard for me to not fixate on pain. And I hate that I do. I hate when I hear myself go, everything hurts, or I'm tired, or I'm drained. I hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
How do we stop?
This is exactly the thing, right? How do we get out of that spiral? So what are the things that are great? And what can we shift our focus onto the things that are great? I look at my, for the most part, I'm healthy. like, when I think about all the ways my body could be falling apart that it's not, that's what I need to focus on, right?
Yes.
So although I feel foggy, for the most part, I can function just fine. It maybe take me a little longer to have immediate recall, but I can. I can read. I can enjoy, complicated plots. Like, my brain still working pretty well. Not like
I can enjoy complicated plots.
But it's true. It's true. I see people around me in my age who are like, I don't get it. I'm like, let me explain it to you, because I can. That's my thing. I can follow.
I can enjoy complicated plots. I don't even know. I mean, I can, but I never thought of it that way.
And
that's a brilliant term.
But it's also something that we take for granted. Right?
You're right. Like, when you said it, I went, oh yeah. Yeah.
That's part of the thing that I have to work harder and have to dig for. Like, what are the things that I'm actually really strong in still that are not falling apart? Because lots of things are falling apart.
What am I strong in still? Huh? Well,
the fact that you can run a meditation class says a testament to your ability to focus. I couldn't do that.
It's funny. I'm always surprised that I can run a meditation class.
I know,
because in my day-to-day, I'm scatterbrained. Like, listen to the podcast, folks. My brain goes all over the place. But when I'm in that zone, it is so focused and it's channeled. Like, I calm myself down. Like, I'm not running off a script.
Right.
That's why there's oopsies, because I don't run off a script. I tried that the first few times.
You're in your zone of genius, right? You're in the area where you actually naturally excel. And I think that's the thing I want to get to today, is that as we get older, it's so important to figure out your zone of genius. And my zone of genius is not something that traditional, and yours too, I suspect, is not something that traditional education society says is an area of intelligence or smarts. And it has to do with more intuitive intelligence, also interpersonal intelligence. Like, I can read a room, which is why I can direct, which is why we can act, right? Like, those things, but those are not the things that in school you were rewarded for or told that you're smart.
Right. And I remember when I first heard the words emotional intelligence, that made me go, oh my God, I'm not stupid.
No.
Because I was always defined intelligence as, am I good at math? No. Am I good at science? To a degree, until you put math into it, then no. Right. And I don't pay attention. I don't like to pay attention to politics and stuff. Like, I listen, I form my opinions. I don't go down rabbit holes of knowing who's who and stuff.
Right.
So again, that made me feel less than smart.
Right. But that's the society that we lived in, that we
I'm
valued those
brilliant
things.
Emotionally.
You are, but like I said, in your zone of intelligence, in your zone of genius, like I said, and when you tap in, you have a natural gift. And that's the thing that we need to actually work harder on. When all these other faculties and our bodies in particular start to fall apart, it's like, okay, where are my strengths? And they come from wisdom and lived experience.
I was going to say, and that's part of living larger is and living I'm trying to live my authentic life. I'm trying to transition into creating,
oh, hell yeah,
financial freedom, let's call it, in stuff that's authentic to me, and me not trying to fit into someone else's.
Right. And there's a change that needs to come with that, in terms of, also for me in particular, it's like, I needed to earn, X number of dollars to be considered, stable. And I'm recognizing that's a story I told myself. Yeah. Like, I'm at the stage where I'm going, for me to live my authentic life means I might need to live like with less money. Right.
Yeah.
And I can do that. I can make adjustments. I can get a renter. I can get, like, there's all kinds of things. We can downsize. If it means that I can, and John feels like this too, so if we can live our authentic lives and not try to live to a standard of what everyone else said is a level of success, but it's it's ego threatening, right?
That's so funny, because Rich and I were talking about that kind of thing, about the, not status, but like what you're used to, or what you're
told to is success.
It's so funny. My self-worth, I have never defined it through my job, how much money, whatever. And I never look at someone else and define them by that. I think, wow, this house is beautiful, or wow, good for them. They can go on all these trips, or I'm so happy for them and they've worked really hard for it. But I don't consider myself less than them. But
I saw a but coming in there.
The but is, I consider myself less than people when I think, oh, I'm not as smart as them.
Interesting.
I'm not as good as them. And me, because I have fucked up body image issues that I'm getting over, or still working through, let's say still working through.
Well, yeah, except bodies keep changing right now too. As soon as I'm at one level of acceptance, the next level comes in. I'm like, now what?
Right? I had loved my body and then menopause, and now I'm back to I'm the fat girl in the room. I'm over exaggerating, but yes.
I get you. I get you. It's
so
perception.
But that's never defined me. It's so funny how, I guess because I was raised how I was raised. Like we were always raised to just respect, and just anybody is important. There's no one's better, no one's less than on what they are. I mean, my parents were very hippie-ish, and it was all about the person, not what they have.
I would say that in my realm of experience, there was a lot of like comparing yourselves to others, you know, and it wasn't even,
there was no comparison.
It wasn't even explicit, but it was just a sense there. Of like, I remember like cousins being pointed out as, wow, did you hear about so-and-so's success and so-and-so's success and so-and-so's success, right? And it was always about the big job and, you know, the big paycheck or
and I always thought I wasn't worthy for that because I never thought I was smart enough. So I didn't feel less than, or I didn't feel jealous of, oh, look at them. They have 5 cars and cottages and stuff. I'd laugh and go, well, I don't, but I never, that was my station. I'm like, I'm just happy here. My living
but
big.
Isn't that the thing we're trying to get out of a bit too?
Yes.
It's like, it's not like I'm expecting to become a millionaire doing this, but or any of the creative.
Wait, we're not?
Maybe we are. My point is,
Could
it's
you
like,
imagine?
I just did it. I just did this thing. Maybe we're not going to become millionaires. We could,
and stop thinking small.
And possibly, you know, the world will open in ways, but the most important way is that I'm happy. Like happiness for me, I'm trying to really disconnect from any level of financial expectation because I'm wealthy now, right? With what I've got, which is
100%.
That's all I need.
And that's what I was just saying, Rich. I'm like, it doesn't matter if we can't go on a trip, because I've never gone on trips as much as I have since being in this relationship. I'm so grateful for every single time he says, hey babe, why don't we go somewhere? Hey babe, let's go somewhere. Let's rent a cottage. Let's go see this concert. Like, this is a life I've never been able to live because I was a single mom, and you know, money was tight and all this stuff. And even in my marriage, you know, we had 2 kids and
kids were expensive.
Well, that, and we had differing opinions on
how to spend your money.
Not how to spend your money, how to enjoy life. I'm just gonna say that. And then but so I'm so grateful. But if it went away tomorrow, like if he decided to go, I want to end work and maybe work at Home Hardware just because my brain is dead, whatever. I'd be like, okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Like happiness has to come first. It doesn't mean it's not challenging, because when you
money makes things easier, 100%.
Of course.
But it doesn't make me happier.
Right. And I think I want to disconnect from the money will make me happy. And I
have the Beatles song running through my head. Can't buy me love.
Right. Exactly. And it's easy to say, and it's actually harder to actually walk the walk. And at the same time go, I am worthy of having fortune come to me. I am worthy of all of that happening, but it's not going to come because I grind at it or I need it. Or it's going to come because it flows. And if it comes, it comes. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, that's really the place I need to be. And
I think that's such a great place to be, because that's when you're open to more things coming.
Yeah. And I only want it to come from, at this stage of my life, like I keep, you've seen me several times over the past year go down the road of potential job where like I could make some money and it could be, you know, there'd be status and there'd be a job title with it, and
totally against your natural resonance of who you're supposed to be.
Yeah. When I'm in the theater, I am like, happy. I am home. Right. Yeah. And you know,
I agree. I'm happiest in a rehearsal hall and in my meditation space.
Yeah. And you know what? We're both natural teachers.
Yes.
That's where meditation is for you. And I'm a natural teacher too. So I put me in a place where I can be. I love
teaching and directing. Exactly. I love it. It makes me happy and brings me joy and it fulfills me. And
that's authentic.
I want to get to a place where that's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
But still able to pay my, I consider this in that genre of teaching, directing, communicating. I think it's in the world of teaching, directing, it's connection. So I have I have realized about 10 years ago that right before COVID, I guess, I wanted to connect. Like when I kept going, what's my purpose? What's my passion? Wow, wow, wow. I went, you know what it is? Because I couldn't pinpoint one thing because I like to do so many. It's connecting. How do I connect? How do I connect to people? How do I teach people to connect to themselves and to others? How do I just make this world is falling apart because we have no connection, and it's fucking falling apart.
Called our phones are actually
and I will
so much problems.
I will be on it. I sometimes will, play my little games. I took all my games off my phone except solitaire.
Good for you.
Finding solitaire because I don't get sucked down to one more level. Right. I can shut it off. I still need something.
To be addictive, and they're destroying connection, and connection is exactly. I agree with you 100%. Like connection is the core of. Like, that's why we're doing this. That's why I'm doing my Substack. And it is very vulnerable. And it's also like, that's how I lead. It's like fearlessly.
And that's what I just want to show people that by me being me and whatever the hell that is, it's not perfect. It's messy. It's all over the place, but it's real. We don't have any realness because what we do on here and what I do when I'm teaching, whatever, I'm not social media perfect.
Oh God, no.
And I think because I look at kids and they have to be social media perfect.
I know.
They have to dress. They have anxiety if their nails aren't done. That's
one of the reasons why they have anxiety. It's like this 100%. Sense of needing to look perfect, and it's all bullshit.
So this is all, and this flashed in my mind. I'm like, well, we started with supplements, but you know what? We're at this level where our brain, our soul, our mind, whatever you want to call it, is realizing, hey, we don't have to be all that. And our bodies are going, oh, you fucking wore me out now. So I'm done.
Yeah. Well, no, I think what's going to happen, here's my hope and wish for us, is that we're going to find, because I think we're both, let's be honest, I think we're a little bit both ADHD and we're not great at habit forming, right? So I'm hoping as we
I'm great at bad habit forming.
Me too.
So great at bad habits.
So good at cookies at midnight.
I'm so good at, you know what? It's okay to have a beer.
Another gummy. Yeah.
Another gummy.
Another gummy. That was us this weekend.
Oh my God, that was so bad.
Yeah. So, but that will destroy us pretty fast. So there's a time and place for that. 100%. I 100% think you need to have fun. Like I am all about this stage of my life going.
Oh, not during the week. Yeah, I don't do it.
No, not so much. No, during the week. I had a little bit of wine last night. Normally I don't drink during the week, but last night I was like,
I do sometimes.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, but I think habit forming for us is difficult.
Yeah.
And I think that's when we can really resonate in our authentic selves more honestly, I think we will actually find our way to good habit forming.
Yeah. And I think our bodies, and I do believe your body retains a lot of your emotional angst and trauma and all that. And
you need to let it go.
And then as we're letting it go, pain comes up to the surface because it's in there. So sometimes I go, maybe this is a release. Maybe this is.
Oh yeah. And there's going to be release after release after release. I mean, I think that we're here to learn. And every time we uncover something and release it, it just means the next thing can come up. I don't think there's a point where I'm going to be here on this planet where I'm going to be, I mean, it's possible for some souls, but I'm on a journey, right?
Oh, me too.
And I'm going to just keep trying to get down to the next level, I cut below.
No, we're going to go up. We're rising, elevating up, but you're going deeper within to elevate yourself up.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So, and I think what happens with aging is that we stop working on that. And then you
stop working on what?
On releasing. Like, I think people get
so good at keeping it all in.
Oh, I know. And it's
actually, no, I'm not, because I cry.
No, but you let it out.
I let it out, but
about releases you've been having recently that have been huge.
Yes, I have. And yet there's still, well, I'm going to say no, because I did another one yesterday.
See?
So, and I really feel maybe that's why I was having anxiety dreams last night, and just, I think it was just all coming out. And I thought, no more. No more anxiety, like no more. I have to really look at what serves me, what I need to get done, and reasonably going, I can still get it all done instead of panicking about it. I'm going like I said, I can't do this right now. like the socials, and you said, let me
Yeah.
do those this week. I'm like, because I've kind of been falling apart because I have so much stuff to write.
You
and
do.
and that's fine. And that'll only, be a certain time. And I'm not going to beat myself up.
And you always get it done.
And I'll always get it done. And I just have to reorganize and prioritize without the panic, because I'm in the panic of frozen. Do you get in that frozen where there's so much? So instead of tackling it, you just go, and
you
nothing
just
gets
look
done.
at the pile of stuff to do, and
or you just fixate on, I have to write this, I have to write this. You don't even turn on the computer. I don't even turn it on. I've got this story here, and I've got this story here, and I've got.
Oh my God, I'm feeling your panic just as you talk.
Yeah, that's where I am, and I just have to. But once I just need the time. I just have to.
Maybe after we finish today, we're going to look at the week, and we'll just pick some times, and we'll maybe do some accountability for each other.
Yeah, for each other. Yeah.
And that makes a huge difference. That's the only reason this podcast is happening.
It's because we're accountable.
We get to each other, right? Because honestly, if it was just me doing this, I wouldn't be.
Oh God, no! I don't even think I would have launched if it was by myself.
Exactly.
I would have been stuck in that. I would have been stuck because I did this in the meditation, which is why I'm not even advertising, because I'm like, I don't really have a good logo, and I'm not making that little thumbnail like I see other people. So I have two online and whatever, but I compare and I fixate on that instead of actually just
making the thing.
And now we're just making the thing.
Just making the thing. And we're just going to keep doing it, and all the other stuff will come up. And we'll make it all happen, and we'll figure it out as we go. And we're going to get there to the sage stage at the point where it just flows. It will. It will.
I think
we just have to keep that positive frame. And there's going to be times here that things fall the fuck apart.
We're going to fall apart. But I think if we keep going, if we keep showing up, and that's what we're here. One of our main mission statement or whatever is just being vulnerable and open and showing up, so other people can say, well, if those two crazy birds can do it, we can do it. And
you can. And if we can get on here, and even if we only have 6 viewers, which I think we had last week.
No, we've had more. It's weird. We have more, I don't know how analytics work, but anyways, and if you look at it for 5 minutes,
it's all the point is that
weren't we excited if we thought we'd do this and 2 people watched each episode? So we're exceeding our expectations. We have more than 2. And you know what? That's fine, because right now we're not extremely polished. I think we're great.
I don't think we're ever going to be polished.
No, but you know what I mean? Like the sound, and we talk about that kind of stuff.
And as we figure this out.
That kind of stuff. And we will get better, and we'll get better at marketing ourselves, and we'll get better at anything. But I think the fact that we just started, and I think if people could learn, if someone could just say to me, the hardest step is the first step, which I've always known. But instead of looking at what you need right down the road,
look at what you already did.
Look at what you did, and just go, don't think about, oh my God, that's so far away. Just go, well, you know what? Today I just have to do this.
Exactly.
And I think that's I think we were so good at, we set our launch date, and we set a date way far in advance that we.
Yeah, but I kept trying to cancel that date. I think 3 times. I was like, I think we should push it. We're not ready. We should push it. And you were the one that was like, I did. No, we're going to go.
You know why? Because I think I've had so many. I love you. I love you. But I've had so many things that I've wanted to do in my life that I didn't do because I got to where you were. And I said, stop. So I was doing it in here, but I'm like, no, I'm going to push through. Yeah. And if it sucks.
So I just want to acknowledge you for that, because that was huge. Between the 2 of us in that moment, you're the one that was like, nope, let's just go, Jane. Let's just push play and just do the thing. It. And it's interesting. And and for me, it was like, I needed that in that moment, because I don't think like I said, I probably still wouldn't have launched. And it's funny because there's, it's great when you find somebody that, compliments you, and actually that's what one of our listeners said. You guys are really good compliments.
Oh, yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
Which was so sweet. And it's true, because I have different strengths than you do, and vice versa. And in so many ways we're same, in so many ways we're different.
And I think that's why this works, because our strengths, because they're not always the same.
Nope.
And our weaknesses are not always the same. Nope. So we're there for each other. And then sometimes we both fall apart.
Oh, yeah.
And then sometimes we're both strong.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, we'd be a really great marriage.
Yeah, we would.
We'd still be good. But I'm not gay.
I know, me neither.
I do like a penis.
I know, eh?
Right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's so many women like, we'd be so great if we were gay.
I know.
And I'm like, I wish. Sometimes I go, God damn, I wish.
I know. It'd be easy. And you know what? I mean, God bless anyone who wants to live with me, because I'm like,
well, then I'm like, but we're not living with each other, and that changes the game.
Oh my gosh, yes,
100%.
I mean, when it comes to marriages and marriage works, I'm like, you realize that under no other circumstances in your life, living with somebody as a roommate for 40 years is like, it's just unheard of, because the person, you change so much during that time. The fact that you have to readjust and readjust and readjust and readjust, and it's marriage is work.
I commend people who are still, I'm going to say, happily married after 30, 40 years, because a lot of people are married and they're not really happy because they haven't, I don't know why, I'm not going to talk for them, but if there's no communication, or they don't grow together, or they don't allow the other people to grow, like,
or change, right?
Exactly.
Like the person that you married,
you're not the person I married. I'm like, well, no shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
I mean, and like, that's physically, yes, and then emotionally, and then spiritually, like,
when they say for better or for worse, you mean it, because there's going to be times when that person is not their best, right? And they're struggling and they're not showing up, and you as the other partner have to go, okay, actually, said this really well. This was so good. Brené Brown. I remember in an interview, she said, my marriage, she said, it's not 50-50.
I know, sometimes you're 80, sometimes you're 20. I saw that one.
Yeah, so sometimes I just come through the door and I go,
a couple counselor talk about that.
I got a 20, and your partner goes, okay, I can be 80 today, right? And I will carry us for the next.
And then
3 days.
Sometimes you're both at 20, and you just gotta respect it.
Okay, we're in minimal capacity today, right? But acknowledging that and coming into the going, I'm not always going to be. I mean, ideally, the ideal marriage is when you're both given 100%. Right?
Sure. And you want to. And your intention is always to be.
The intention there, but there's reality of your life and your body and your emotions and work and stresses, and you go, let's just, and here's the thing, you've got to be honest about that with your partner, right? I think sometimes I get embarrassed about sometimes my limited capacity, because I've had just a day where I wake up and I go, what the fuck? Like, my brain feels like goo, I'm my productivities, and me, like, it's funny, Candy, how she's like, you have to learn to be comfortable not being productive, and I'm like, that's true. That's hard. It doesn't feel good, right? Like, I wake up and I the day I'm not productive, I'm like so down on myself. I'm just like, I was a lump today. I did nothing, and John doesn't care. I know. He doesn't care. He's like, I love you anyway, and I'm the one who's hating on myself, right?
I think more often we hate on ourselves. Because we hate on ourselves, not because other people are hating on us. And then we put onto the other people.
Yes,
you
hate project.
Me. Yeah.
You project, because I'm feeling miserable with myself. You must feel miserable with myself. And
it's your fault.
Exactly. And it's like, and that's not nice. You shouldn't be like that about me. And it's like, I didn't say anything.
I didn't say, it wasn't my fault, honey. It wasn't my fault.
Exactly. And I'm just like, oh yeah, no, that's just me. Never mind. And he's like, it's all good, baby.
But in that whole feeling not good about yourself, I mean, there's what we've trained ourselves to think, what we've been brought up to think, what we've been conditioned to think. And then now at this stage of our life, hormones and menopause, I cannot believe it's like, I think it's like constant PMS times 1,000. That whole, I don't know, my PMS was always, I got very insecure and anxious. Like that, those were my hormones. I know other women rage and stuff, and
other women cry,
Oh, I do a lot of crying. I'm just like constantly I didn't rage. I was more of a crier and insecure.
So we're different.
Yeah. But I think the more supplements that we, I
was talking to a woman yesterday about
her. I said supplements.
Her menopause or perimenopause. She said she hadn't slept in years. She hadn't slept properly in years. The guys get that. If you're there, I know there's not very many guys listening, but not sleeping properly in years will mess you up. And I just went, woman, HRT. Like, I remember how dramatic a shift it was for me because I went through that. I went through 2.5 years of not sleeping properly. and like being woken up either by leg cramps or just not being able to stay asleep,
Yep.
and just how much of it affected my mood and my personality. I did not feel like myself. And when I finally, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not prescribing HRT, just, full, go. If you're interested, go talk to someone who's a specialist for you.
Right for you.
It has to be right for you. But for me, it was life-changing.
And I will admit, I mean, with fibromyalgia, you do not sleep. That's one of the things. So, I mean, I haven't slept properly since the kids were born because babies, and then I got diagnosed.
So you mean,
and then when menopause hit, I went on HRT because I just woke up crying because I just would feel like I lay there with my eyes closed, not sleeping.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't, as in a previous episode, be on the HRT because it caused cysts. So I'm back to, I'm not as bad, but I'm feeling, I guess I've lost another chunk of estrogen because I'm back to really bad sleeps. And it just messes with your mind.
And then the anxiety
comes up because you're not sleeping and you're jittery. It is. And I feel, and then I feel bad.
I just had a memory. Last
night.
So when they come, I'm like, grab it. No, when you said cheeky, I just remember, all of a sudden I flashed in my head one of my dreams last night. I had 3, I remember. But one, I remember one of them, but one of them was, I was like this for the entire dream.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so when you just did that, I just went, oh my God, that was that dream. I was like that the entire dream.
I had a dream. I watched my body expand like a big blubbery whale. I was in a bathing suit, and it's because I tried on bathing suits last night because I bought some online, and then I tried them on. I went, it's okay, but boy, I think I might be fat now. And you go to bed, and because I was waking up anxious, I didn't sleep for I woke up and had 2 hours plus of lying there going, go to sleep. And yeah, it was hilarious. I had like skinny arms and legs, and my belly, everything just went. And I'm like crying, going, nobody will love me. And I woke up thinking, you're fucked up, Chandra.
It's like even in my sleep, my brain's betraying me. So it's brutal. That's brutal. I'm so sorry you woke up having that terrible
I'm better
feeling.
now. I went back to sleep eventually.
Glad, but still, that's rough.
But it is. And sleep deprivation is, I mean, driving sleep deprived is worse than driving drunk. No, but sleep deprivation is just like driving drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be very careful. That's why I don't take many things. I don't go to the city much at night if I'm driving by myself, especially if I won't do I don't put myself out there to perform or anything in the city because that drive home, you're going to have that after show crash.
I'm in denial about that, I think, because I'm like, I used to be able to drive.
Me too.
And I'm like, is that like, that's another sign of like aging that I'm really resisting is like, so I actually was talking about resisting aging. I have had hearing aids.
You're wearing your hearing aids.
For the first fucking time.
Since August or September?
Since I bought them.
Oh my God.
I haven't worn them for a full day since I bought them because there was a part of me that was just absolutely fuck no.
And how great can you hear right now?
Fuck. I can hear. But I don't I don't like the sound of my voice, and I can hear myself really clearly. So I'm feeling self-conscious, like I have tightness in my chest because I'm like, oh my God, I can hear my voice a lot. And I'm just like, I have this I'm having like this, I need them because I've been spending
your voice sounds great.
Okay. I'm not yelling.
No.
I think I've been yelling a lot because I can't hear.
Well, when I first got mine, I realized I have been yelling. And when I'm teaching and I'm trying to project in these huge, I'm probably screaming at these kids. I'd always wonder why my throat hurt. I'm like, because I'm screaming all the time.
I don't know why this one in particular, like there's all kinds of steps to aging, but this one I've just been resisting like
that's so hard. Funny.
And you've been so good about wearing yours.
Yeah. As soon as I found out, she said you should
Gen
have
X,
them.
We wrecked our ears.
Yeah. We totally ruined our ears. As soon as I found out I needed them, I made a joke, I'm too young to have hearing aids. And she said, well, you can wait a bit. But studies say the longer you go without hearing, and then you do put the hearing aids in, it doesn't come back. And the more you've destroyed your hearing or those brain cells, the higher risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. And I went, sign me up. I'll get those right now.
And I knew that too. And I was still like.
And are they bugging you right now?
But it's kind of like I think it's when I think about it.
Think about it. Yeah, if I think about it, they start to itch.
Start to itch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, will
Yeah,
itch my
but
ears.
if I don't think about it, they don't itch.
Yeah, I just
don't wear them at concerts, because I was at a concert. I took mine off, and then I nearly lost them. Rich found them on the floor. I'm like, oh, those aren't mine. Mine are in my purse. I'm like, oh wait, no, they're not.
Oh,
Those are mine. And at concert, because with the hearing aids, then it got really loud. I'm like, and I even tried earplugs. Like I couldn't. I just took out my hearing aids.
Oh yeah,
and then
no, I think that's. I would not only take out my. If I had, I wear loops and.
Well, I need
so
those
great.
because
Yeah,
I
get
bought
loops.
some
They're
and
brilliant.
I wore them to a concert and I couldn't hear anything. I'm like, well, this is stupid.
No, there's different kinds of loops. There's ones
Okay.
designed for concerts, and there's ones designed for sleep. And there's I think there's 4 different kinds.
Are they super expensive?
They should sponsor us, but
loops sponsor old
exactly.
women like
they're
us.
they're worth it. Put it that way,
I'll
because
look at-
not
I'll
only
look
they're also kind of cool. Like I got a pair for Blythe, and because Blythe, so my 19-year-old daughter, at my birthday party last June, it was so funny.
Was she wearing loops?
She was wearing the loops, but it was funnier than that because I rented a place. I decided, fuck it,
We had a
I
dance
just want to
party.
dance.
Yeah,
I need to dance.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any opportunities to dance. So I was like, fuck, I'm having a dance party. So I rented a place. I got a DJ. And I invited everybody, and I gave him a playlist, and I played music, and I said, "Let's go." And the DJ was from our generation, so he played the music the way
great music,
loud,
yeah.
right? And my daughter, she's downstairs, like a level below, and she's coming upstairs every once in a while, and she's like, "Mom, it's so loud.
What?
No wonder you're deaf."
Oh, I thought it could be louder.
I know, right? And I'm like, "Baby, this is not loud."
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's like, "Mom, this is deafeningly loud. No wonder."
Does she not go to clubs?
Whole generation. She does, but she's wearing loops.
Oh, she's wearing loops.
And I was like, "But this is how, like, I like to feel it in my body." And
right?
she's like, "Yeah, exactly."
Yeah,
and she's like, "No." And she literally, I went with the playlist. I picked 4 or 5 songs that I knew she loved. And she'd come up and she goes, "Okay, I'll dance for this one because it's my song. But God, can you get them to turn it down?" And I'm like, "No."
So bad.
But she probably won't need hearing aids when she's my age. She will probably.
I don't think my girl. I should ask my girls if they wear loops. Kara goes to a lot of concerts. She and her girlfriend. That's so great. I love that they go out. Like I love when you see your kids do stuff.
Yeah,
they're always at concerts, and their music taste is so eclectic.
Yeah.
Like it's all over the place. So I know some of them are pretty loud.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know Kara. She's not wearing any kind of hearing aids or any
get her
kind
for
of
Christmas then, because the nice thing about them too is that you can get like rose colored, and you see them on the outside of the ear, and they're like a circle, and they look really funky. Let's say you can see people wearing them, and they're like,
Kara,
funky.
don't listen to this episode. This might be your Christmas.
They're great, but but Blythe and I are going to.
You guys go to punk rock rave.
We're going to a punk rock concert in December. I wasn't a punk rock girl, but this is an all-girl punk rock band, and
that would be kind of fun.
Oh my God.
I think that would be super fun.
And it's so funny because we were in the summertime. They were part of a set in Cambridge, and so we went, and we'd seen them first at Hillside, which they only had like a short set. So we're like, okay, we're going to go there, and I had our Dancing Little Hearts set, and then there was like 4 or 5 dudes, and they want to do mosh pit, and I'm like, Mom, right? I'm like, and I'm protecting Blythe from the mosh pit, and she's like, Mom, I want to be in the mosh pit, and I'm like, okay, sure, okay. And then so they were doing it like it was a mini mosh pit, but even with this mini mosh pit, the lead band player, she crowd surfed, right? And I was like, holy shit, girl. And I'm like holding up like my full hands on her belly going, oh my God, she's brave. And like there's this little mosh pit passing her around. I was just like respect. And then
this is me. I just go, I'm too heavy. I couldn't let anyone lift me up.
Oh, that's bullshit.
No, I know, but you know what I mean? Like that's what like even when I was 20 years old and not this way, I wouldn't have done it. Yeah.
These girls are fearless. And I
love
had
that.
To, and then afterwards, these young men who were in the mosh pit, they were the sweetest guys. Oh, they found us afterwards and they went, oh, we just wanted to say thank you for moshing with us.
Oh, I love that.
I know. It's like, you think, but you know, here they are like bashing up against my daughter and like, bam, and then they're like, thank you for moshing with us. That was so much fun. I was like, my entire opinion of that group of people completely changed.
And I'm just thinking about how, I don't know, it was near the beginning of this, when we said, you know, the generation is full of so much anxiety, and they are, but then again, there's so much more advanced, emotionally mature, I guess, than we were, because no one would have done that when we were 20.
Nope.
We wouldn't have said thank you. I mean, I would have, but like, because I'm just like uberly polite. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like I went, wow, there is a shift in the respect that people are showing, which is So
also
there's
feel like
connection, but there's connection when people are together, they're very connected.
yeah,
But you have
less
to get
opportunity.
out.
There's just less
Yeah.
opportunity for generation.
That's a really great, yeah. So you know what? Connection is
Oh
important.
yeah, we're coming full circle.
Look, you know what? We can do it. We can make it all work out.
Connection in the younger generation is happening, and they need more opportunity, in my observation.
Yes.
So maybe that's something we do. Maybe we create opportunity.
Create opportunities to connect.
Yeah.
We'll create our own mosh pits.
Yes.
Every Friday night on Jane's front porch.
Oh my God. I wouldn't say no.
I know.
Your neighbors might. Porch might get,
and your neighbors would be not happy. It's a very quiet
neighborhood. Community event. You know,
maybe we do all ages, like an all ages kind of thing, and I think that's
an all ages dance
party. I mean, maybe. I would still go dancing.
I would,
and that's for another episode.
That's what I did in my 20s. Every weekend, I went to a club, and that's how I dealt with my anxiety. I danced my guts out every weekend.
Yeah, I did too. I was in dance classes like in my 20s. I was very physical, and now that I think about it, physicality.
Maybe that's what we do.
Maybe we need to be more physical.
Maybe we
need to exercise. I don't want to exercise.
So we don't want to exercise, but we don't dance. So maybe we create a regular dance. We find a way in the community to find a place that
doesn't cost a lot.
That we can put music that we like. And some of the music the kids like.
I like their music too.
Yeah, I do.
I just the whole techno stuff. I don't love that.
I need to be.
It gets a little boring.
That needs to be in a different.
Yeah.
But anyways, we find a music playlist that appeals to.
We don't, and we start early. We don't have to start at 11.
Exactly.
Right.
We start early, and we create opportunity, and we also have a spot where, hey, we can make this happen.
Anyone living in the Guelph area and have a good spot location. Drop a comment and we will start maybe monthly.
Maybe make this happen.
This would be fun.
We'll start monthly, but maybe get.
I can't commit to weekly right now.
No.
Let's start monthly. Let's maybe even start like twice a year.
Yeah.
Let's not put too much pressure.
Let's just get one done.
And then we'll
make it happen. And connection. That's the name of the game.
So we're gonna try to find ways to connect. We hope this connects.
Yeah.
And get out there and say hi to someone.
Yeah.
See ya. Bye.